Okay, so I'm not waiting for anyone, I'm just directly starting. And my first question for starting is not like how it's working and am I audible and blah blah blah. But do you know our brain, means your brain, is plastic. Not that a plastic, but plastic in property. Means, let's see. Here is the brain, and let's just observe it. Here. So our brain has a few properties, and as per those properties, it can move, take new shapes, and it can make you more better. It can help you to adopt, learn new skills and everything. But it works due to something called neurons. But before that, let's see what it is internally made. So I'm going to show you the internal structure of the brain. Here, this is. Can you guess which part is which? What is this part? Like this whole thing. It's cerebellum or cerebrum? It's cerebrum, or also known as forebrain. What about this? It's cerebellum, that is called hindbrain, and that's very important for our involuntary action, the cerebellum, hindbrain. And that's why they say that the small brain is important and this and that. It's due to this factor. Now, what it is made up of? So, do you know what our brain is made up of and why it's so powerful? Like, currently AI is trying to learn and do like human, and for that very big giant buildings are required, and the building contains so many computers just to mimic a human brain. So what makes the human brain great? It's the neuron. But here it seems Lakshmi want to ask some doubt. So, oh, hi Lakshmi, you got some doubt? Ask.
Sir, what exactly is a neuron and why does it look so weird?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. What's the neuron and why it looks so weird? So let's get to the neuron. By the way, the question was very nice, Lakshmi. So you are seeing this cerebrum. In this cerebrum, it's totally made up of neuron. This entire cerebrum is made up of neuron, and neuron is like a microprocessor. You see, when you see some ads for Moto G or iPhone or different devices, they talk about uh, their processing power, their processor. They are fast at going. They can do 3D processing and stuff like that. In human brain, that's the neuron. So let's see the structure of the neuron, and that will make you more easy to understand. So here is the inner view of the brain. Here are the cavities, not the bad type, the good type that helps the brain to maintain its metabolism and stuff like that. Here is the layer of the brain, and in these layer you can find the folding in cerebrum. What you see, I'll show you, just a minute. Here, when you see this kind of structure in the brain, na, like let's say this is a human brain and this is a human eye, and yeah, not that great, but yeah, let's say this is the head of a alien like human eye made. Okay, so this folding in the brain, you see, na, this up down, it is this part, and this part contains the nerve bodies, nerve cells, and these contain axon, like fiber like structure, and I'm going to tell how and what. So this is a group of neuron. Okay, and this is what makes us genius. The neuron makes us genius. This does all the thinking part. Here is the nucleus. You can see which is the larger. Our nucleus in the neurons is larger, which contains DNA, or you can say it's the smarter part. So smarter part of the brain that makes us smart is larger comparatively. Can you guess what it is? This blue structure. Doesn't it look like the plastic covering of wire? And yes, it is, but not the plastic, but the fatty substance. Myelin sheet it is called, and it is to protect our axon and also make it more effective. And here you can see it is connecting to different type of other neurons. So this is what is the major functional part of our brain, and what makes our brain to process the information and also makes the human kind of smarter. Now let's see the major parts of our brain. So the nervous system, you might know, it's designed in central nervous system and peripheral nervous system, in which there is somatic and autonomic. But what is the major difference? The major difference is, when let's make a stickman so that it will be easy for you to understand. Yes. So the nervous system inside the brain and in the spinal cord, only in the spinal cord, this is the part of central nervous system, whereas the nervous system that makes us hands to work, other hands to work, and other body part, the neurons in other body parts is the part of peripheral nervous system. And in the central nervous system, like in overall total nervous system, brain and spinal cord are the major factors, not just major but the most important factors. Just now I already told about the forebrain thing, the cerebrum. It is what makes us intelligent. Also, when we speak about intelligence, don't we make like this? So here exists the cerebrum. That's why memory, sensory perception means understanding. When you are observing this video, you are understanding it. That is done by cerebrum. But do you remember earlier I said our brain is plastic? You know what makes plastic so useful? We can mold it to different shapes. And guess what? Our brain can do the same. Let's go back to the neuron to understand it better way. Here is our neuron. As I said before, this neuron, what is this? What are these line-like structure? And these line-like structure? These line-like structure. Yes, these are dendrites, whereas this is axon. Axon and dendrites both are like wires. These dendrites are more like antennas, okay, and these axons are more like fiber, optical fiber or geofiber, you can say. So when I said plastic, means you are seeing these different connections coming from the neuron. It can create even more number of connection and join to different neuron, and each new connection means more intelligence, more information, and more knowledge. Isn't it so amazing? Yes, it is. Not just so amazing, it's next level. So can you answer a few questions about that? You are thinking that it's interesting and you want to know more. Okay, fine. Let's get back to that. But yes, definitely we will see some very important answers and obviously questions. So before moving ahead, let's observe a few important parts of it. Here is a nice mind map for the nervous system, and it will help you to understand it in a better way. That was plant part. Yes, plant parts also will understand, but the human part and some questions. Before getting to the questions, first see these spinal cords or spinal cord, peripheral nervous system. So what is this spinal cord? It's central nervous system or peripheral nervous system? Center one. And this plant's part, I mean PNS, is peripheral. In peripheral, we have somatic nerves and automatic nerve. Somatic nerves control voluntary movements like walking, touching something with hand, and autonomic means like breathing, heart rate, and such things. Now, let's see some important question from this. It's an NCERT question, and let's see, can you answer it? I'm bringing that screen back to you people. So, mhm, mhm. Yeah. So here's this question. What is the need of for a system? This question can be asked in case-based or competency of control and coordination in an organism. So imagine this question would have come in your exam. What you would have answered? See, in nutrition related chapter, you will learn that we need our nutrition from our environment, from our surrounding resources. So how you will make sure how to use those resources? Therefore, the answer is an organism needs a system for control and coordination so that it can control its own body to take advantage of the environment and protect itself from the environment factors. This is the simplest example, simplest answer, and I am going to show you the exact answer of this question. Lakshmi also want to ask a question, so I'll go back to Lakshmi. Till that time, you take a look at this question. Okay, you came, Lakshmi? Okay, you can ask me that question.
Sir, I'm confused. Can you please tell what's the real difference between sensory, motor, and relay neurons?
Yes, why not? What happened? You are so much confused that you could not even close your mouth. Okay, don't worry. You asked sensory, motor, and relay neuron. So, you already might know about reflex action. Reflex action you learned from 7th and 8th class. Like you are touching something and suddenly you move your hand without even knowing. So, that is called reflex action. But you know full sequence, how did that happen? Like you touched the thing and then you moved your hand without even realizing. So what is that sequence? That sequence will help you to know what is the difference. So let's take a look at that sequence. Here is the sequence. Like the general example is when you touch something hot, signal is sent to the central nervous system, mainly spinal cord. This is very important. Keep in mind, it's a spinal cord, not the brain. It goes to brain. Brain exists. Obviously, brain exists. It goes there, but also it goes to spinal cord. And from spinal cord, signal gets processed without even brain needs to process it. And then command is sent to effector and effector responds. So here, relay neuron is this part in the spinal cord. Sensory neuron is this part. Like when the information is sent from your senses to the spinal cord, it's the sensory neuron. Whereas this part is the motor neuron, which makes your body move. That's the motor neuron. Got it? By the way, Lakshmi, question was nice. And you people should be thankful. Means I'm speaking to you, you're watching, you should be thankful to her. And you would be like, sir, I'm already thankful because her questions are really helpful. Also, it makes interesting. Yes, yes, I know. I will say her, I will appreciate her. Lakshmi, 10 points to you. Good. Anyway, let's carry on ahead. So here is the reflex arc. You can see the reflex arc, and if you have doubt, you can ask me in the comments. It's not very difficult. It's very easy to understand. Reflex arc. And yes, one more thing. This reflex arc comes in the exam. So take a good look about it and keep in mind. Also, you must understand different parts of the brain because that also comes in the exam. So let's understand different parts of the brain and what it does. You should be waiting for a while because to make it ready, I am very busy, and despite of that, to make everything ready and make it as easy as possible, it takes a few minutes. And yeah, now done. Here you can see all those things. So let's zoom it. Yes, now you can see. Now I'm going to tell everything about the brain, and you should be listening it very carefully because it's very important. What is this chapter? Control and coordination. It's just the human brain and plants hormone. That's it. Therefore, you must understand this brain part. So this is our genius part, this cerebrum. By the way, why it looks like intestine? It's actually not intestine. It's like folds. Okay. For example, see this cloth. Okay. Red cloth. You can see. Yeah. If I want to fit it at tiny space, what I can do? Let's fold it. I'm folding it. And I'm folding it further. I made it smaller and I'm folding it further, 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 and it took the shape of the brain. Okay, so just imagine how smart is the God. Obviously, God is smart. That God folded our brain so that it can fit in our tiny skull and we can have vast knowledge. Okay, and earlier, remember I said our brain is plastic in nature. So there is no limit to your brain. You always say, no, it's difficult, sir. I don't understand. I can't do it. I can't memorize. I forget. You know, it's not the fault of your brain. It's fault of your mindset. Like how you're planning, how you're doing. Do you have the willpower? If you have those, your brain is already like you act like your brain is like a normal auto. But what if your brain is like a Ferrari? Not enough. What if your brain is a bullet train? Very fast. Not enough. It's faster than a rocket. Like faster means not like zoop, you will understand everything. No. In the terms of potential, it has vast potential. Okay, anyway, enough of that inspirational thing, which is also useful. So, forebrain, already I said this part. Cerebrum, this itself is cerebrum. Olfactory lobes, cerebellum, pons. Before that, there is a midbrain. So, this is midbrain. Olfactory lobes are there inside. Earlier, I have shown those lobes. I will show again. Pons. This one part over here is pons. And medulla. Medulla is this. Want to appear on live YouTube? Come. And this is our cerebellum. Okay, cerebellum, this part is the part of hindbrain. Okay, and when I said hindbrain, my student came in the live tuition to see you people. So you have to come to closer to me, then only you'll be visible. Okay, so now we'll continue. This is important part. By the way, this student is Likit, and the earlier student talked. She is Lakshmi. So hope you people understood till here. If you did not understand, you can ask me more doubts and I'm going to move ahead. Now, there is endocrine system. And to understand endocrine system, we need to go back to see our brain. I'm talking about this part, endocrine system. So take a look at this chart about the endocrine system. And this also comes in the exam, very important, especially which gland does what, it comes in the exam. So you need to be careful about that. In endocrine system, the major part is the hormones. So we need to see which hormone does what and what hormone is important. There is respiratory system and there is our circulatory system. Circulatory system consists of our endocrine glands. But Lakshmi want to ask a question. Lakshmi, you have to ask a question. Just a minute. Thyroid gland, you need to take care. Like remember, because it comes in the exam. It's important. After this, telling these things, I'm going to take the question from Lakshmi. Then pancreas. Where is pancreas, by the way? And where this thyroid gland actually is. So let's take a look at these things. We got the full 3D human body. And we will have, not over here, in the back side. We'll have pancreas in the back side. Not pancreas, but pancreas. It's not visible yet. But I'll still show. Don't worry. Yes, here you can see. I have to remove the intestine. Are you ready? And are you ready? So come pancreas, where are you? See, behind this stomach, there is pancreas. I need to remove the poor stomach. Yes. So here you can see the pancreas. And what it does, hope you people know what it does. It secretes insulin. And this is what nowadays you would be very much aware of, this blood related issue, blood glucose and sugar level. So it all depends on pancreas. Also there is one more interesting gland which is closer to our kidney. Can you guess which gland is that? That gland is adrenaline gland. I mean adrenaline gland. And I like some particular topics about that gland. It kind of gives us superpower. So yes. So let's see adrenaline gland. It's close to the kidney. And here is the adrenaline gland. And what it does, it actually gives you superpower. Means adrenaline gland makes you ready for a dangerous situation. And sometimes when you play in the sports, you don't realize your pain. That also happens due to the adrenaline gland. So, okay, now let's Lakshmi ask her doubt. Okay, Lakshmi, you can ask.
Sir, is there any boss gland of our body? What is it called?
Yes, there is a boss gland in our body and that is called pituitary. But the question is why it is called the boss gland and what is its function? Actually, it is, I'll make you understand this endocrine system very easily. You see, like sports has a captain and then a few followers. Similar to that, our endocrine system has a captain or orchestrator, that's our pituitary gland. And let's see in the 3D how does it work. So we'll go back to our 3D simulation and see the pituitary gland. It will take a while, obviously. We need to see the brain. In the brain, we'll come across the pituitary gland. Here, this tiny fellow, even though this tiny fellow look like obviously tiny fellow, okay, but this is what controls everything. This pituitary gland, what it does is it controls the other gland, and because of that, like our growth is happening or not, growth hormone depends on pituitary gland, or this thyroid gland, it also depends on pituitary gland. Literally almost all the glands depend on this super gland called pituitary gland. So this table is absolutely important. If you have not taken a screenshot yet, take the screenshot and you should actually note it down. Also, you can find these kind of notes on my website, pandesar bestclasses.com, something like that. I'll check it and tell later. Yes, it's here now. pandesarbestclasses.com. Yes, that's the website, pandesarbestclasses.com. So thyroid gland, it's in the neck over here inside, secretes thyroxine, and it's very important for regulation of metabolism. In the exam, two question comes usually about thyroid. What is hyperthyroid and what is hypothyroid? Can you guess? When so much of thyroxine is released, the human become hyperactive and it is hyperthyroid. Also, when there is a lack of thyroxine, it is hypothyroid, and usually it happens to ladies. Mostly they become somewhat more fat, they feel weak and unable to do things. So that is due to hypothyroid, and they need this thyroxine medicine in that case. Pancreas secretes insulin. Does this remind anything else? People who has sugar issue, they also take insulin, isn't it? But guess what? Our body itself has the production of that, which is insulin through pancreas. Adrenaline, already I said. These two I'm not going to say. Why they are telling it into your class? So I'm not interested. You can take a look. Yeah, I'm like that only. By the way, so after this there will be coordination in plants, but as the specialty of my videos, we will see some very important questions that are asked previously, and let's see some MCQs. The plants part I will tell in maybe in the next class or next live stream, but we must take a look at some important questions which were asked previous year. Let's see you can guess the correct answer or not. This question was asked in 2024. Now, tell me what is the correct answer for this question. A doctor advised a person to take an injection of insulin because his heart was beating slowly. Maybe he got the exam. No, then heartbeat will increase. His blood pressure was low. Um, Maybe he was so angry. No, he was so scared. He was looking short in height. Oh my god, and doctor got some super injection, put in the people and they will stretch like a rubber. Amazing. So can you guess the correct answer? His pancreas was not secreting required hormone. You can answer over here. Option D. Correct answer is option D. His pancreas was not secreting the required hormone in proper amount. The question was nice, na? And it was asked in last year exam. Let's see some more interesting questions. This is a thinking based question. Can you guess the correct answer? Think once. Next is a question which was asked in 2023 in sample question paper provided by CBSE. So in this question, which of these health condition is caused by hormonal imbalance in the body? Scurvy, typhoid, diabetes, common cold. Guess. Take it, you guess. No, it's diabetes. Earlier I said no sugar and all. It's related to diabetes. That pancreas insulin. Yes, that one. Now receptors are usually located in sense organ. Gustatory receptor are present in. You have to guess the tongue, the nose, the eye, the tongue. Now I circled as the tongue, so you think it's tongue. Yeah, you are smart. It's the tongue itself. Okay, how you'll get to have an idea? Usually, guts is connected to our stomach or intestine, and tongue, it can taste the food, so we feel hungry and all. So yeah, that's the thing. By the way, I got my time finished because I have to take my tuition, like in my tuition center. So I have to finish it here only. Yes, yes, I know you are interested for more, but for now I have to be like wrap it up fast. Now, Sajad said hello, sir. Hello, hi. Mithil said only two members. Yeah, only two members because rest of the member just coming from the school. But if you care, you can send your friends also. By the way, Lakshmi has some more doubt. So let's see what Lakshmi want to say. Okay, she has not doubt, but she has interest. Okay, fine. Good, Lakshmi. You want to say something? Okay, fine. Just a minute. I'll bring you. The screen got stuck over here. Till that time, let's see your brain. That's nice. Because why not? Mithil Gehlot K. Okay, fine. Yeah, I can read it. Let's see. Where is Lakshmi? Hmm. Till she comes, let's have another nice question that came in the previous exam. And let's see who can answer it correctly. It came in 2022. Here's the question. Guess the correct answer. I won't tell. Guess. Guess in the comments. And use your brain as well. Yes, come. Live is going on. Okay. Yes, already live is going on. Like it is observing. You can come and you can say hi to the students. I'll show you in a while what is this thing live. So till that time I'm bringing Lakshmi and that took some time. Okay, and I brought her. Let's see. Who's this? Mithil sir, you know Hindi? हाँ भाई हमको हिंदी आता है. If you know Hindi, please teach in Hindi. Oh my God. My rest of the students speak in English. That's the thing. Okay, you can ask some doubts and I will speak in Hindi those doubts. Let's see, by the way, Lakshmi came or not. So, Lakshmi still did not come yet. I'll bring her. I'll bring her anyway. I don't care. Just a second. It will take a second. Okay. So, Lakshmi came. And before that, this is the thing. Sir, D is the answer. Jumping from a height. Very good, Mithil. Nice. Correct answer. Okay, Jatin, this is the online one. Say hi to a student, Mithil.
Hi.
And yes, where was I? Cerebrum, control our body, balance, and posture. Nice, very good. Seems like the student came or not. Seems like she came or not. Let me see. Oh, I only am visible for some reason. I don't know why. And what was that? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, the it's finished. You can just close it. Like you can just leave it. But I won't finish till I get to know what Lakshmi want to speak. Hmm. Yes. Oh, sorry, Lakshmi. You had to wait that long. Now I found out what was going on. There was a glitch in my system, and due to that glitch, next time I'll take care of that glitch. Poor Lakshmi could not speak to us, but now that problem is solved, and now she can speak to us. I'll bring her screen, and then you'll be able to listen to her. So let me bring her back. Where's that thing? Yes. So hi Lakshmi. Now you can ask your doubt what you had earlier.
Wow, it was super awesome. Sir, please do these live stream more often. I
Yeah.
love to study this way. I'm very excited to share this to my friends also. I still
Okay.
have some more doubts. I will write those in comments. Please read those, sir.
Yeah, sure, why not? So this is what you wanted to say. Oh, your reply is nice. But hi guys, looking too good to see you all. Hey, Mithil seems very nice student. Okay, by the way, the live stream is finished and I'm going to close. Like signing off. So Bharat Mata ki jai and best of studies.